Hi, my name is Colleen Blaurock, and I am a Spanish teacher at the Perry Local Schools. I am also a doctoral student at Kent State University. Today I thought I'd tell you a little bit about my dissertation project. During this video, I'm going to tell you about the participants that were involved in the project, how we communicated during the project, the various activities that were performed. We're also going to talk about students' reactions and what they thought about the project. I'm going to give you some general findings, and finally we're going to talk about future implications. As this is an action research study, I want to make sure that we all look at the future ahead of us. For this project, 2 schools from 2 different communities were involved and 12 students. 6 of the students came from Heritage Middle School, located in Paynesville City. These students were in the 8th grade, and they were native speakers of Spanish. The remaining 6 students came from Perry High School. These students were enrolled in My Spanish 2 course and volunteered to be part of this study. For this project, the students were able to connect online through Skype. Skype is a free internet application that allows users to connect in real time. Students can not only hear each other, but they were also able to see each other. The students met once a week for approximately 20 minutes to discuss various topics. Each week, the students met online and performed a variety of different speaking activities. For the first part of the period, My Spanish students posed the questions in Spanish, and the native speakers responded in Spanish. For the second part of the period, the Heritage ESL students posed the questions in English, and my students responded in English. This allowed for a win-win situation where both students were able to practice their second language skills. Let's take a look at some of the activities that were used. As I stated, a variety of different activities were used during the Skype sessions. The example that you see before you is a simple question-answer exchange. The students pose questions to their partners and try to learn more about their partners. Questions such as, where are you from? What is your name? Who is your best friend? These particular sessions the students enjoyed the most, for they loved learning about their partners. In this activity, the students had to describe the food item to their partner. They had to tell us what it looked like, what color it was, for example. They had to tell us what it tasted like. They had to tell us if it was big or small. They had to tell us if it was a vegetable or a fruit. They also had to tell us if it was eaten for breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, etc. This particular activity the students found to be very challenging, but they felt it was very beneficial, for it allowed them to really use their language skills and their knowledge of vocabulary. I interviewed the students 3 times during this process, once at the beginning, once at the middle, and also once at the end. I was trying to determine how they felt during this process and what they liked most about it. I'm going to share with you some of those findings. Let's read what they have to say. When I looked at the data, basically I found that there were 3 areas that helped make this project a success. The first area is that of social networking, where students are involved in this community and they're able to share information about their self and actually become part of a new community. They are actually growing the circle of people that they now know. The second area is called tandem relationships, where within this relationship each student has a role, and that role is to help the other learn something. The final area is that of peer experts. So they are obviously learning from each other, but each student is actually an expert in his or her area. As the native speaker of Spanish is an expert at speaking Spanish, our students, the Perry students, were experts at speaking English. This was really a give and take process where everybody worked together in this online environment to learn. So the question is, so what? What do I do with this information that I've gathered? How can I actually improve what it is that I do within my classroom? One of the ideas that I've been pondering is possibly using this online environment to create a conversational Spanish course, where a student such as Alexa Roberts could actually chat with a Martin Cisneros, and a complete detailed list of expectations would be identified, and the students would collaborate on a weekly basis. Through Senate Bill 311 and credit flexibility, this actually might be an option for our students. The second language classroom is a different beast. We now are no longer just expected to live within our 4 classroom walls, but we really have the entire world to connect with. This is what is exciting about second language education. Thanks for listening.